Carolyn Jones remains one of those rare Hollywood figures whose presence feels almost suspended in time. She rose to prominence in the mid-20th century, a period often described as the golden age of cinema and television, where performers were expected to carry both elegance and emotional depth. Jones did exactly that, but in a way that felt effortless rather than manufactured. There was something distinct about her screen presence, an ease that made her performances feel lived in, as though the character and the actress were quietly meeting in the middle. Her beauty was never just about appearance, it carried expression, intention, and mood. With her dark hair, defined features, and expressive eyes, she naturally stood out in an era filled with iconic screen sirens. Yet what made her memorable was not only her look, but the way she carried herself, calm, composed, and subtly magnetic. Whether in photographs or on screen, she gave the impression of someone who understood both stillness and emotion in equal measure. Morticia Addams and a defining role. For many audiences, Carolyn Jones will always be associated with her unforgettable portrayal of Morticia Addams. The character became a cultural touchstone, and Jones brought to it a unique blend of elegance and quiet wit. Instead of playing the role as something purely theatrical or exaggerated, she grounded it in charm and sophistication, which helped the character feel timeless rather than confined to a particular era. Her interpretation turned Morticia into more than just a Gothic figure. She became a symbol of unconventional grace. The flowing silhouettes, the calm delivery, and the subtle humor all worked together to create a character who was both mysterious and deeply warm. Even decades later, this portrayal continues to influence visual style, fashion inspiration, and popular interpretations of Gothic elegance. The woman beyond the screen. Outside her most famous role, Carolyn Jones lived a life that reflected both vulnerability and strength. Photographs from her earlier years show a more relaxed and natural side of her personality. In these moments, she often appeared unguarded, smiling softly, engaged in conversation, or simply observing the world around her. These glimpses reveal a woman who was not defined solely by glamour, but by authenticity. She seemed to carry a quiet thoughtfulness, a kind of introspective quality that came through even in still images. Rather than relying on heavy styling or exaggerated presentation, she often allowed her natural presence to speak for itself. This balance between star quality and grounded humanity is part of what continues to make her so compelling to look back on today, a style that transcended its time. Carolyn Jones's influence extends beyond her acting into the realm of style and cultural memory. Her aesthetic, whether in costume or candid form, helped redefine what beauty could look like on screen. She demonstrated that elegance did not need to be conventional, and that softness and strength could exist together without contradiction. Her most iconic imagery continues to circulate because it carries more than just visual appeal. It reflects a certain mood, quiet confidence, individuality, and a hint of mystery. These qualities have allowed her legacy to remain relevant, even as trends have changed dramatically over the decades. A lasting legacy of grace and individuality. Although her life ended far too early, Carolyn Jones left behind a body of work and a visual legacy that continues to resonate. Her performances, particularly her role as Morticia Addams, remain part of popular culture history, while her photographs preserve the essence of a woman who moved through Hollywood with rare poise. What endures most is not just her image, but the feeling she conveyed, an understated elegance paired with emotional depth. Carolyn Jones is remembered today not only as a screen icon, but as someone who brought a quiet artistry to everything she touched. Her presence continues to inspire admiration, reminding audiences that true timelessness comes from authenticity, not excess.